ॐ श्रीपरमात्मने नमः। अथ गीताध्यानश्लोकाः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधिताम् भगवता नारायणेन स्वयम् व्यासेन ग्रथिताम् पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः। प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला। अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकराः दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः। पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलम् गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटम् नानाख्यानककेसरम् हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितम्। लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानम् मुदा भूयात् भारतपङ्कजम् कलिमलप्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे। मूकम् करोति वाचालम् पङ्गुम् लङ्घयते गिरिम् यत्कृपातमहम् वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। कान्ताकारम् भुजगशयनम् पद्मनाभम् सुरेशम् विश्वाधारम् गगनसदृशम् मेघवर्णम् शुभाङ्गम् लक्ष्मीकान्तम् कमलनयनम् योगिहृद्ध्यानगम्यम् वन्दे विष्णुम् भवभयहरम् सर्वलोकैकनाथम्। यम् ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यम् सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यम् योगिनः यस्यान्तम् न विदुः सुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः। नारायणम् नमस्कृत्य नरम् चैव नरोत्तमम् देवीम् सरस्वतीम् व्यासम् ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय कृष्णाय क्लिष्टकारिणे नमो वेदान्तवेद्याय गुरवे बुद्धिसाक्षिणे। सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धम् गीतामृतम् महत्। गीताशास्त्रमिदं पुण्यं यः पठेत् प्रयतः पुमान् विष्णोः पदमवाप्नोति भयशोकादिवर्जितः। एकं शास्त्रं देवकीपुत्रगीतम् एको देवो देवकीपुत्र एव एको मन्त्रस्तस्य नामानि यानि कर्माप्येकं तस्य देवस्य सेवा। ॐ श्रीकृष्णाय परमात्मने नमः। In the yesterday's discussion, we stopped at the shloka. Mamupetya punarjanma dukhalayamashashvatam napnuvanti mahatmanah samsiddham paramam gataha. So we saw in detail what this means. And then we are asking the immediate question. We are saying Mamupetya. By obtaining me, these Mahatmanaha, these great people do not get Punarjanma. They do not get Punarjanma. That is what you are saying. But what about those who obtain others other than you? Iti Shankaracharya pruchhati. Namaskaraha. Okay. Pranav, would you like to read the shloka?
Yes. Abrahmabhuvanalokaः
Abrahma bhuvana lokaha
पुनरावर्तिनोऽर्जुन
punaravartinorjuna
मामुपेत्य तु कौन्तेय
मामुपेत्य तु कौन्तेय
पुनर्जन्म न विद्यते.
पुनर्जन्म न विद्यते. So essentially what is being said is those who do not obtain me, instead they obtain other lokas. So they might attain Swarga, they might attain Brahmaloka, etc. etc. He is specifically pointing out this is what I am getting from this shlokam. Abrahma bhuvanat lokaha, Abrahma bhuvanat lokaha, from Brahma bhuvana, all these lokaha, all these lokas, punaravartinaha, they keep on punaravartinaha, they keep on coming and going. Avruttam means to happen again. Punaha, like avartana means like it's a cycle. Punaravartinaha, Arjuna, mamupetya, by obtaining me too, but by obtaining me, Kaunteya, punarjanma na vidyate. The person who obtains me does not have a punarjanma. Okay. Uh, any comments at this stage? Anyone? No.
Particularly, I think it's very straightforward. I can't think of any like word which needs more explanation as such. Maybe when we read the commentary, we'll get some
Yeah,
more.
maybe. Yeah, that's true. Brahma bhuvanat. Up to the abode of Brahma. Lokaha, all the worlds. Punaha avartinaha. Punaravartinaha. They are subject to rebirth. Hey Arjuna, mamupetya, having obtained me, having attained me to Kaunteya, punarjanma na vidyate. There is no punarjanma. All these worlds together with the world of Brahma are subject to return. O son of Kunti, there is no return after reaching me. Abhuvanat. Before we go to Shankaracharya's commentary, any points to be risen? No? Yeah, this is very, very straightforward. Yeah. Uh,
Hmm.
let's see. आब्रह्मभुवनात् इत्युक्ते किम्? भुवान् भुवन्ति अस्मिन् भुवनानि, भवन्ति अस्मिन् भूतानि इति भुवनम्. Bhavanti happens or be, to be, in what these things be. Bhutani asmin bhavanti, the thing in which the bhutas in the sense beings, living and non-living, iti bhuvanam. So that is the meaning of bhuvanam. He is giving the meaning of bhuvanam in the he is giving the meaning of bhuvanam. And then brahmanaha bhuvanam, brahma bhuvanam, the world of Brahma, the place where Brahma stays, is Brahma Bhuvanam, Brahma Lokaha, Ityarthaha. That basically means Brahma Loka. Brahma Bhuvanat, meaning meaning Saha, along with Brahma Bhuvanena, Brahma Bhuvanena Saha Lokaha. Brahma Bhuvanat Lokaha ityukte Brahmalokena saha lokaha. Along with the Brahmaloka, all these lokas, sarve punaravartinaha. Punaravartinaha ityukte kim? Punaravartana svabhavaha. Those who have the svabhava of punaravritti, to repeat. Hey Arjuna, repeat in the sense that they go through dissolution and then they come into existence again. It's a cycle. They are going through these cycles. Punaravartinaha. They are subjected to this kind of cycle. Mam ekam upetya. Mam, by obtaining me to Kaunteya, punarjanma. पुनरुत्पत्तिः न विद्यते। ब्रह्मलोकसहिताः लोकाः तस्मात् पुनरावर्तिनः। तस्मात् पुनरावर्तिनः, फ्रम् whom, from by whom, tasmat, or all these brahmaloka and all the lokas uh, going through this cycle. Kala parichedannatvat. Oh, sorry. Kala parichinnatvat. Kala parichinnatvat. तस्य अर्थः किम्? काल परिच्छिन्नत्वात्. Any clue what this means? Parichinnatvat.
Chinna is breaking, right?
Correct, ma'am.
Let me see. Parichinna.
Oh, kala parichinna. Parichinna matlab it means सीमित, limited iti.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So because of the fact that kala itself, the time is itself bound,
Yes.
Hmm.
all these brahmaloka and all these other lokas are bound by kala. Uh, Therefore, they are going through this punaravritti.
Yeah, it is सीमित हिंदी में सीमित मर्यादित विभाजित
Yeah.
अलग किया हुआ या गिरा हुआ. Okay. In this context, it is as
See,
per the like,
bounded by,
yeah,
because of the bounding that exists for all these lokas too, because of kala. Uh,
bound by time.
yeah, bound by time. They are all time bound. Therefore, eventually, they have to go through the cycles of dissolution and re-emergence. Any comments? Any other comments? This is a discussion, so feel free to unmute yourself and put forth your opinions.
The way that this is also like framed is a very bhakti based way. Like, although, like, actually, we would, he has also explained it is like understanding who the self is, who you really are. That is the like main idea. So, just from this, it's not very obvious. It's more that,
No, it is obvious. As soon as you replace this mom with
yeah,
Atma, you just replace this mom with Atma and then say the one who has obtained Atma or the one who has understood his own self.
huh,
Hey Kaunteya, tasya punarjanma na vidyate. So you can just make it extremely bhakti, like bhakti, like very jnana.
yeah,
Like you can make the same shloka telling you complete jnana just
hmm,
by replacing this mom with
yeah,
the Atma.
yeah, sure.
Okay. Can you read the next shloka?
It's
One
also
more thing I want to add.
it's more like controversy at this stage, I think, because like Krishna also has discussed at length like what he means. So,
Yeah, yeah. Somebody wanted to say something else.
Vikram.
Yeah,
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 yeah. So
please.
one more thing I want to add in this one, Mamupetya to Kaunteya. So
Hmm.
in if you go to some South Indian temples like Kanchi Varadaraja Perumal or some Vaishnava temples, you can see there is an inscription on the hand of Lord Vishnu. In those, we say he is in the Nindra column. So when he is in the standing position and he raises his all the fingers to give the blessing, right? So there is a inscription on the blessing which says "Ma Mekam Saranam Vraja." So
Hmm.
you don't need to surrender yourself to anyone. Uh, you, If you surrender to me, I will give you the ultimate liberation of your soul. That's what essentially it means. So
Correct.
I thought this is related to that Mahamupetya tu Kaunteya.
Correct. It's the same thing. Yes, absolutely. You are absolutely right. But let me point out, because this is your first, like you have joined us for the first time for these discussions.
Yes, yes, yes.
Uh, so what happened was we have been going through these shlokas, and then we had an insight. We understood that Krishna uses himself, his pronouns, me, mine, etc., and Atma, Atmanaha, etc., of Atma, by Atma, etc., interchangeably. Uh, so in that regard, so what we can do is we can take the same shloka, we not change anything at all, just replace this mam with Atma, Atmanam Upetya, by obtaining one's self, by gaining self knowledge essentially. Uh, you can nicely interpret the same thing, not as bhakti but as jnana. So he is advising all of us to obtain self knowledge. That is also, like, of course you can interpret it as you need to surrender to Bhagavan, absolutely. But from the context, he has been talking about yogi who is doing this sadhana, right? If you just go 2 3 shlokas back itself, we have been talking about a yogi uh, who is concentrating his prana in different places in his body, and then he's thinking about he is doing smarana of the nature of existence, and from there, as soon as he leaves his body, this is what he was discussing just in the last two discussions. This is what we have been seeing. That person obtains a mukti and he is not born again. So, so that's a very interesting thing. Any
I have one point to share.
please, ma'am.
Here,
Please.
I mean, all of us are aware, but one point is that entire Bhagavad Gita, it's a Bhagavad Gita, not Krishna actually. In nowhere it is like, Krishna Vacha. It is Bhagavad Vacha. So it is Bhagavan, he's saying himself, not the Krishna avatar. He's saying himself. Just I wanted to make a point here, that's all. Which is
No,
very
Krishna
important.
is Bhagavan.
Uh, yes,
Why
in this
is like
case,
why is this a point? Like, in the
it is
sense
a
that
Bhagavad Gita, not Krishna Gita. So
uh,
Krishna definitely is a
Krishna
Bhagavan.
eva Bhagavan. Yes. So
But
every
it
time
is,
Krishna speaks, Vyasa writes Bhagavan Vacha.
and one more thing is that it is not Krishna saying come to me, but it says my actual Rupa Bhagavan, you come to me.
It's the same Rupa. Why
But
is it different?
it is a time bound, right? Krishna's avatar is time bound. Krishna avatar is time bound. But Bhagavan is the like he's the same, but he has taken avatara, and he takes actually form of complete Vishwarupa, right? Right. So
So
yeah,
actually, what I would like to say is it's all the same. Although we can make out these differences, we can say that there's a difference between Rama and
yeah,
Krishna. There is
it's
difference
actually
between
Parabrahma. Totally,
yeah,
the one is the ultimate Parabrahma. He conveys through Arjuna to us to look for that Parabrahma, not any single form of it or something like that. But he says, I'm in every form. That's one thing is there.
correct.
Yeah.
That's what will come. That's what
Yeah.
exactly he'll point out. That's true.
So, like I have also heard this, so when people are talking about the Mahatmya of the Gita, like I've heard like talk. So I've heard the point similar to what Ma'am said just now. So they say that Gita is particularly very special, like compared to all the other Upadeshas that Krishna gives in the Mahabharata. because here he completely loses all his inhibitions of the avatar of Krishna itself. Like right from the start, he says, "I remember all my births. I taught this." So he's speaking in that way. So apparently, the second time when Arjuna asks him all this, like much later, that Gita I have not read, but I've just heard secondhand. So the argument which that speaker made was that later, after this war and everything, there's another Gita where where Arjuna asks Krishna, "Can you repeat what you said? I forgot a lot of things in it." And so then Krishna says, "I can tell you again, but telling you in the same way that I told you that time will be very tough." So he says something to that effect. So, like he says, he teaches like a normal guru and a shishya. He doesn't teach in this Vishwarupa, or like here he completely drops his inhibitions from the start. Like he's talking as Ishvara itself, not even like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
not like that Avatara.
Yeah, thank you for that. Actually, every Gita Jayanti, our Guruji will be conducting, and nearly some 700 people we assemble. At that time, he just said that there is one more Sri Krishna Gita, something like that is there, as you said. Over there, Krishna Vacha is there. Here alone is Bhagavan Vacha. Nowhere there is a Krishna Vacha. I mean, just sharing the learned one's information. So,
Yeah, I've also heard this
yeah.
kind of message from my gurus
No,
also.
yeah, nowhere it is Krishna Vacha. Probably, I've not gone through the Bhagavad Gita. There could be some reference of word Krishna by Sanjaya somewhere. I don't know. So, or otherwise, Arjuna asking and addressing him as Krishna. I'm not sure, but nowhere the Uvacha comes. No, it's a Bhagavan Uvacha. It
Hmm.
is. That's the observation. What
I
Vedas
believe,
has shared.
although all the characters in Mahabharata they refer to Krishna as Krishna, but
But in
Vyasa is
Bhagavad
the one who
Gita,
is writing it, right? Vyasa
Bhagavad,
is the one who knows the truth.
yeah.
Vyasa is the one who is a jnani.
Mm.
Although he sees Krishna speak, he knows that it is Parabrahma. He is the Paramatma that is speaking. It is Bhagavan that is speaking.
That definitely means that it is he's also Vyasa is also not addressing him as Krishna, right?
Yes.
So that means it is the Bhagavan who is actually in a complete swarupa.
No,
He's
I see
addressed.
the problem here that like what I'm trying to say is why are you trying to make a distinction between Krishna and Bhagavan?
See here, there is something like only the avatar is speaking and the entire Bhagavan speaking. There is a difference.
Avatara itself is Bhagavan.
But when the avatara
What is
is
the
there,
distinction in the sense that
nobody actually, when the avatara is there, nobody
hmm,
actually says that he's a god,
mm, not
right? So
necessarily,
Rama
not
is not.
necessarily. Actually, what happens in Ramayana at the end during that Sita Agni Pariksha? So Indra and other devatas also come. They come and tell Rama, "You are actually Vishnu. You are an avatara of Vishnu. She is Pavitra. You don't have to do anything. You can just take her directly. There is no need for Agni Pariksha." Then Rama says, "No, no, no. I am just son of Dasharatha. I am not some avatara. I am not anything. I am just a normal human being." He says, "Aham Naraha. I am a human." That's what he says. So it's not like nobody else recognizes that when Avatara is there, it's not that nobody else recognizes it, this
uh,
person to be an Avatara. People do recognize it.
yeah, yeah, that's one thing. Like like universally accepted as devata is comes in one other instance, like uh, how in the next yuga it is happens. But the point I was trying to say is there is only Bhagwan Vacha throughout this one. There's no Krishna
Yeah,
Vacha, but
I,
there is a
I, I believe I believe throughout the
yeah.
Mahabharata itself, every time Krishna speaks, it is Bhagavan Vacha. Even in Bhagavatam as well, whenever Krishna speaks, it is Bhagavan Vacha.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Yeah, there is a specific one more. This one even as Shriman was telling another Shriman. There's one more specific Gita. this one,
It's called
discourse.
Uddhava Gita, but
Huh.
that there also it's Bhagavan Vacha only.
No,
Uddhava
not
Gita,
Uddhava. There is one more. One more is there where Krishna, it says Krishna Vacha. Over there, there is no Bhagavan Vacha.
hmm.
So I'm just sharing the information what learned
Uh,
one says.
it's
So it
quite
is
nice.
only
Like
your.
Arjuna, like asks him to tell the whole Gita again.
Mm.
So I think more than the Bhagavan, like it might be interesting. Like that is also something we can compare if we read the original text. I think it will be interesting to to compare like the language which Krishna himself uses. So I've heard it in that this argument made in that context. That here Krishna you drops all the inhibitions. He uses like he talks like Ishvara, like
Yeah.
from the start. So it will be interesting to see how he's teaching Uddhava and Arjuna the second time compared to this, and then see like what the specialty of the Gita is.
That's a wonderful thing. We will complete Bhagavad Gita and start Uddhava Gita. How about
Yeah,
that?
yeah, that will be great. I have no like
All
objection to
right.
that.
All right.
Uh,
Nice decision. Okay. Can you read this shloka?
Sahasrayuga paryanta mahar yad brahmano viduhu ratrim.
Sahars
Oh, sorry.
Sahasrayuga Paryantam Aharyad Brahmano Viduhu
Ratrim yuga sahasrantam
Ratrim Yuga Sahasrantam
teho ratra vido janaha.
Teho Ratravido Janaha. Okay, let me try to understand this. You can all chip in if you think I am saying something wrong. Sahasra Yuga Paryantam Ahaha Yad Brahmanaha Viduhu. So what Brahma knows as one day is Sahasra Yuga Paryanta. It's actually 1,000 years for us. Ratrim Yoga Sahasrantam. Oh, sorry, it's not 1,000 years. 1,000 yugas. And here Ratri Sahasra Yuga Yuga Sahasrantam Te Ahaha Ratra Vidaha Janaha. Okay. So another 1,000. In total, 2,000 yugas make up Ahoratri, meaning one day and one night. Uh, Vidaha Janaha. Think this Janaha, is it referring to the people in Janaloka? Okay, I don't know.
Vido Janaha, it is actually those learned persons. Those
Vidaha
learned
Janaha.
persons.
Vidaha Janaha. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Any other guesses? Any other ways you can decode this, understand this? This is what I understand. Let's look at the Pratipadartha. Sahasra Yuga Paryantam, until 1,000 years. Ahaha Yat Brahmanaha Viduhu. So 1,000 years of Brahma, Viduhu means to know. Ratrim Sahasra, Yuga Sahasrantam lasts 1,000 years. Again, Ratri also lasts 1,000 years. Te Ahaha Ratravidaha, those who know his day and night, Janaha. So people know that the day of a Brahma, that is uh, day and night combined, is 2,000 yugas. I think those people who know what day and night are know the day of the Brahma which ends in 1,000 yugas, and his night which also ends in 1,000 yugas. Okay. Any okay, let's try to correct this. Why is this being said?
Hmm.
Why is this
Yeah.
being said? Uh, he just pointed out that every loka, including Brahmaloka, are going through these cycles. Like, how do we know that it's going through cycles? We know that our loka is going through cycles in the sense that every year same rutus come up, same seasons come up. So the sun rises and sets. So that is how we know that there is a cycle that is going on. Uh, and similarly, that is what is being pointed out here, in the sense that for Brahma also there is a day and a night. So Brahma also ages. That is basically like because Brahmaloka also has to exist in some kind of time. So maybe that is why it's being said. Any comments on that? This is what I think, but it might not be true. So
There is a calculation, right? Like 1008 days and nights of Brahma, then again Srishti. Some kind of mathematical calculation is there, right? Based on this.
yeah, I as far as I remember, 100 years of one Brahma. Like a
Okay.
Brahma does creation, and then
Mhm.
after that, like for 100 years he's alive, and then at the end of his 100th year, there is Pralaya, and he also dissolves, and then new Brahma is born again. So this is what I have heard.
Mm.
And each like of course there are other calculations that are given in Puranas that are much larger, in the sense that they say one year for us is 1 day for Pitru Devatas. 1 year for Pitru Devatas is 1 day for Devatas. And 1 year for Devatas is 1 day for Brahma, etc. Like these kinds of calculations are there. But right now, Krishna is telling us that 1,000 years for us is 1 day, or one day for Brahma, and again one more 1,000 years is Ratri, so it's night for Brahma.
Can I see the English translation again? The full thing.
Definitely.
Uh, those people who know what day and night are know the day of Brahma, which ends in 1,000 yugas, and his night. But it sounds like he's saying that anyone who knows day and night, they know, like there's nothing. It sounds like he's saying that they will also know the day of Brahma and night of Brahma, which doesn't. So he's saying the both are not very different.
Can I pitch in?
Uh,
Definitely.
Uh, if you are putting this into the context of a Brahma, Akshara Brahma Yoga, now coming to the point how to reach Paramatma, in that 8.16 definitely talks about in any loka, Brahma loka, all the lokas are time bound. In this 8.17 says how Brahma loka is also time bound, how Brahma is also time bound. That means Yugantara, Sahasra Yuga is that too, the cycles of Sahasra Yugas. So what we are in the Kali Yuga, it's already a cycle, one cycle. So that kind of cycles, 1,000 cycles is 1 day, just 12 hours. And the other cycle is a half a day. That is night hours. And currently, as you mentioned, Brahma changes differently after his 100 years. And current, when I searched here, current Brahma's name is Shatananda. And he is the seventh. According to Hindu scriptures, the current seventh Brahma in our universe. So we are in the seventh Brahma's thing. And he is actually 50 years old, I suppose.
Oh,
Our universe, this one, universe is named Shatananda, who presides over the ongoing Manvantara, that is Manu, Kalpa
nice.
Brahma.
So he's nicely in the midlife, 50 years.
Yes, exactly.
Uh, yeah, I remember one particular story which is very comic, where Brahmadeva like wakes up one day, and somebody comes and tells him that, great grandson has been born. His name is Ravana. His name is Dashagriva or something like that. He thinks, okay, fine, somebody is born. And then he goes for Kala Krityas. He does his Sandhya Vandana. By the time he's back, somebody comes and tells him that Ravana has died. Rama killed him. Uh, and then Brahma says this guy was a Alpa Ayusha, meaning that he had a very very small Ayush. That's what he comments on Ravana. Ravana himself lives for very many thousands of years actually. Uh,
Correct. This reminds even Muchukunda also. He goes to fight on behalf of on the side of Indra, and when he comes back, it's like he doesn't have anything. Like all those who are of his Samakalina are expired. So then he asked for, and he was so tired, and he wants to take rest. So that also comes, and I'm
right.
not sure how even Dashratha with Kaikeyi goes to this one. I don't know what is the time frame that changes over there, because
No,
they
no,
also
no.
go to
In
Devaloka,
fact,
right?
Dasharatha lives for 10,000 years.
Oh, there
Yeah.
also.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. Dasharatha lives a very, very long time. In fact,
But he
Rama also
goes,
rules for 10,000 years after coming back.
no, but
So,
if
actually,
that is the case, he goes to Devaloka for thousand. I will even a small fraction of second is a some years in Bhuloka, right? So how come Kausalya and Sumitra are still of the same age? It's a question.
uh, I don't know.
It's a question. Yeah.
If possible, if one day we'll get a time machine, we'll go to Valmiki Maharshi and ask him.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just say that here 8.16 it says all the locusts are this one. It is a detailing of how Brahma's days are also numbered. In what quantity? In measuring with our human time frame. That's all I understand.
Even
This is
though it seems
more related.
extremely, extremely long for us, even though we can't even imagine such a long time, but the point that is being made is it is still time bound. Eventually,
Yeah,
there is a cycle that is going on. There is a day and a night.
that's
So
how
that's
he's
what being.
proving 8.16 as in my loka there is no time bound. That's how he's
Yeah,
saying.
it's beyond
Against
time.
all the lokas, it's
So
time bound.
basically, what is being said is once you obtain Atma, when you become the Parabrahma itself, it is Nirguna. There is no Guna. There is no Kala. It is completely Kala Atita. So maybe that is what is being pointed at.
Yeah, yeah. You hear description of how the uh,
Mm.
Brahmaloka is also Brahma is also
Sahasrayuga
numbered.
Paryantam Ityukte Kim. So we'll go to Shankara Bhashya if discussion is.
I have one more point. Like this
Oh,
reminds me
please.
of how we were like discussing about like Sankhya generally, and about how he was talking about the Ashtam. When we discuss why are they giving certain Ashtamurtis or just a fixed number of tattvas. So I really appreciate how like in all of our philosophies and scriptures, people really know how to make you realize that the world is not as great or different as we think it is. So he's saying that one day and night and thousand day and night, like here also, it's like it's almost like if he's saying if you know one day and night, you know like the 1,000 years and like the day and night of Brahma. So it's almost like what's the big deal?
Essentially.
There's
Yeah,
nothing so
so
great to know
like
beyond this.
the descriptions go, Brahma is also doing the same things.
Yeah.
He's doing Snana in the Akasha Ganga, and then he's doing Sandhya Vandane.
Yeah, nothing so great about it. I really like how they can trivialize this vast universe and like boil it down to just a few tattvas. It's really amazing.
Uh,
Oh,
alright.
yeah.
Sahasra Yuga Paryantam, meaning Sahasrani Yugani Paryantaha, by the end of the 1,000 years. Paryavasanam. Paryantaha ityukte Paryavasanam. And Avasana means break. Paryavasana means the break after these 1,000 years. Yasya ahaha. The one whose day. Yasya ahaha. Tat. That. Ahaha. That day. Sahasra Yuga Paryantam Brahmanaha. So that is the day of Brahma. Prajapatehe Virajaha. प्रजापतेः विराजः विदुः रात्रिम् अपि युगसहस्रान्तम् अहः परिमाणामे अहि अहः Parimanameva. So he is pointing out that even the night is also of the same length as that of day. Ke ityuktaha. Now he is asking the same question that our Pranava has asked. He is asking, who knows this? Ke viduhu. Ke viduhu ityukte te ahoratra viduhu. Those who know day and night, those who know how time works, those who know their own days and nights. Kala Sankhya Vidaha, they know the way in which we can measure time. Kale Sankhya Vidaha Janaha Ityarthaha. So he is basically saying, who knows this? Like, who can know the 1,000 yugas of Brahma and 1,000 being day of Brahma and 1,000 yugas of us being a night of Brahma? Who can know this? He is saying anybody who has seen a day and a night and know how to, know this measurement of time. They know how the days and nights of Brahma also work. यतः एवं कालपरिच्छिन्नाः ते अतः पुनरावर्तिनः लोकाः. Because they are kalaparichhinnaha, there is a distinction that is being made between day and night, and you can make some measurements according to them. Therefore, ataha punaravartinaha lokaha. Therefore, these lokas are punaravartinaha. They come and go. प्रजापतेः अहनि यत् भवति रात्रौ च तत् उच्यते. प्रजापतेः अहनि यत् भवति रात्रौ च तत् उच्यते. So is basically for this Prajapati also there is that Ratri and day and a night. That is what is being mentioned in this shloka. And that is what will be continued in the next shloka as well. We'll quickly go through the next shloka. Anybody can read it? Oh, any discussion regarding the
No,
previous one?
no. I forgot. I was reading while muting. Avyakta sarvaha.
So you are avyakta like just now.
Yeah.
Avyakta avyaktaad vyaktayah sarvaha. Okay, man, no problem.
Prabhavantya
Avyaktaad vyaktayah sarvaha. Are you reading the next?
prabhavantya ragame.
Prabhavantya prabhavantyah ragame
Ratyagame praliyante.
ratriyagame praliyante
Tatraivavyakta samyakhe.
tatraiva avyaktasanyake avyaktaat avyaktaat Vyaktayaha. Avyaktat from avyakta, the thing that is not vyakta, that is not manifest. Vyaktayaha, those things that have manifested. Sarvaha, everything that is manifest. Prabhavantyharagame, they prabhavanti, they start to exist. They start to manifest as soon as aharagame, as soon as day happens. Ratragame praliyante, as soon as Ratri comes, they dissolve. Praliyante, tatraiva vyakta sanyake. Where do they praliyante? Where do they get lina? Tatraiva, the same thing. What is that thing? Avyakta sanyake. The thing which we are calling unmanifest. Avyakta sanyake, te praliyante. Iti uktava. So what is this avyakta? Avyakta is the Atma itself. Iti. Okay, any points, any comments?
I think now he is actually saying what is there beyond this cycle of day and night and time.
Correct. Let's see the Pratipadartha. Avyaktat, from the unmanifested. Vyaktayaha, the manifested sarvaha, prabhavanti, emanate or start to exist. Aharagame, as soon as the day comes. Ahaha means day. Ratriagame, as the fall of the Brahma's night. Praliyante, they dissolve. Tatra, into that. Into what? Tatra eva avyakta sanyake, in that which is being called the unmanifest.
Hmm.
When the
But now
coming
he
of
just
the day,
that he's
all
not said
manifested.
anything about that. He's just saying that it's unmanifest. That's it.
Yes, but we can interpret, like we can
Yeah.
understand what is being said. What is this unmanifest actually? Because this came up before also.
Uh,
Uh, Avyaktam vyaktimapannam ityadikam api asit. If you remember, where
hmm.
Krishna is talking about himself, he says, I am originally avyakta.
Hmm.
Vyaktimapannam. I have taken up a form.
Hmm.
And then he starts to scold the people who worship the form.
Oh,
If you remember, it's been some time.
which chapter does it come? I forgot. Yeah, I remember, but I don't remember.
Long ago.
Ah.
Uh, with the coming of the day, all the manifested things emerge from unmanifest, and night comes. They merge into that which is called the unmanifest. Any points before we read the Shankara Bhashya?
Here is just the question, but I think I got the next step of the same question what arises. If every jiva goes back when there is a sun, like, Ratri of Brahma,
Hmm.
and then Avyakta, that is like from Ratri to, from more, the daytime, the all the this one like prani becomes Avyakta. That means they come out from
Not
same
only
Brahma.
prani, ma'am. Everything,
Everything.
living and non-living.
Huh. Living and non-living. That is like Shushti happens and then Shushti goes back
Correct.
to Brahma. In such cases, it's very crude. This one, no, it's a. Though I know the next step why it is, could be it is. Then why really look forward for moksha? When the end of the things,
I didn't catch it.
when everything goes back to Brahma, why why do all this meditation? That's a
Why do all
intermediate question, but I know the
meditation? Is it?
yeah.
Ah, yeah, that's true. There is not really a need.
But actually, if you relate it to the question, the sloka 8.6, probably when the one more Brahma comes again, they'll become Vyakta.
No, but is it the same thing that is being Vyakta? So let's say you
Ha.
are here, but
Hmm.
then you become Leena.
Hmm.
Now, when you are Leena, you have become the unmanifest. There is no difference. Everything is the same. There is only one thing. And then once again, Brahma comes up. Brahma
Hmm.
is born. He makes Srishti. When he makes you, is it the same you? So that is one thing. But other thing, why are we doing all of this? Why are we studying Bhagavad Gita or trying to obtain mukti or any of these questions? So ultimately, if everything is going to go back into the same thing, then what is the point of doing all this? Anyways, it's going to happen.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
the question. But
the thing is that that's
hmm.
what Krishna has been pointing out since a long time. Where are we right now? We are in this loka, which is Dukkhalaya.
Even we have to escape even Brahmaloka also.
Yeah,
That's what
and since the
8.16
when
talks
these
about.
lokas are dukkhalayas,
Hmm.
they are completely filled with dukkha, and the only real way to escape dukkha is to go back. Everything
Totally,
else
even
is
out
just
of
some
this.
kind of delaying it, or
Hmm.
some kind of delaying it, or hiding behind something else. But this dukkha is never truly gone. The only way to remove it is actually going back and becoming leena.
Got it, got it. Yeah, that's what. Even we have to escape even the Brahmaloka, that phase also. That is,
Correct.
yeah. Now,
Everything, not escape, to go beyond. It's still like,
we should not be. Okay, you are correct.
hmm,
We don't. We should go beyond, or otherwise, just only focus on one thing. That is all those beyond the time bound locus.
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. So actually, there is not really if this is actually clear, one stops worrying about what will happen to me. Will I ever be saved? Well, the answer is very simple. It's not particularly that you will be saved, you will be absorbed. So, uh, okay. So let's see what Shankaracharya has to say. Avyaktat अव्यक्तं प्रजापतेः स्वापादस् स्वापावस्थाः what am I saying अव्यक्तात् व्यक्तं प्रजापतेः स्वापावस्था तस्मात् अव्यक्तात् oh he is making a connection. What is this avyakta? This is the sleep. This is the sleep of this Prajapati Brahma. When
Okay.
Brahma is sleeping, he has lost his conscious experience of him creating the world and everything. So Brahma himself is going back into the ultimate nature, which does not have any, like, this is what we experience in Sushupti, where we experience that Avyakta, where there is nothing, like, we experience the lack of anything.
Hmm.
So So that's what avyaktat avyaktam prajapatehe swapaavastha tasmat avyaktat vyaktayah vyajanta iti vyajantaha iti vyaktayah. He is giving the explanation of vyaktayah. He is saying vyaktayah ityukte vyajantaha iti vyaktayah. What is vyajantaha? Vyajantaha, I don't know. Can anybody search it and see what Vyajantaha means?
Yeah, let me.
Wanted to make one point that I think like here unmanifest it can also not necessarily mean Brahman because like there still could be a duality, right? So it could be something like the Karana Sharira, like you said, just the sleep of Brahma you can refer to as Avyakta, something which is not manifest, or like Sushupti, so that also has a start and an end. So in a sense, like Brahman is like beyond Vyakta and Avyakta. So I think, yeah. So I guess it we don't like we can't really assume that Avyakta means Brahman as such. That's from this. Maybe.
Fine
Yeah.
by me.
I have another class now, so sorry, I have to go now.
Yeah, we'll end in 2 minutes. We'll just quickly read this and end. Just, just keep listening to it through your earphones and yeah, if possible. Yeah, Vyajantaha meaning to become prakata, to become manifest. That's what it basically means. Sthavara Jangama Lakshanaha, those which are Sthavara, which do not move, Jangama, that move, those with Sthavara Jangama Lakshanaha, Sarvaha, all of these, Prajaha, Prabhavanti, they start to exist. Abhivyajyante, they start to exist. That is basically Prabhavanti, Abhivyajyante, everything is the same meaning. Ahnaha, Anhaha, Agamaha, Aharagamaha, Anhaha Agamaha. The coming of day is Aharagama. Tasmin Aharagame Kale Brahmanaha Prabodha Kale. So when Brahma wakes up, this is what is happening. Tatha Ratragame Brahmanaha Swapakale, when the time Brahma goes to sleep, Praliyante Sarvaha Vyaktayaha Traiva Purvokte Avyakta Sanyake. So they go back, Praliyante, and they become Leena. They dissolve into that Avyakta Sanyake, in the thing that was being referred to previously as Avyakta. So, uh, अकृताभ्याम sorry अकृताभ्यागतम अकृत विप्रण विप्रणाश अकृत विप्रणाश दोष परिहारार्थम अकृतात् अभ्यागतम अकृतात् अभ्यागतम अकृत विप्रणाश दोष परिहारार्थम. Okay, long words. can't decode. Let's look at the translation. Is this the one? This is the next one. Yeah. So what is being said here? In order to obviate the defect of emergence of some unmerited result and the destruction of merited results. So punya and papa. Following verse says the same thing, same magnitude of beings continue in different cycles of creation, and therefore these two defects do not arise. For pointing out the meaningfulness of the scriptures, dealing with bondage and liberation, and a view to propounding detachment from the world on the ground that the helpless multitude of beings perish after being born again and again under the influence of accumulated results of actions that they have for their origin, such evil as ignorance, etc. The five evils are ignorance, egoism, attachment, aversion, clinging to life. The Lord says the following. We'll think about this more tomorrow. I'm already at the end of the time. Any comments before we end?
We ended we're at the end of the time when we're talking about pralaya and going back to Abhyakta. So yeah, this is at least this is the end of this. I don't know. Could say it's kind of a pralaya, but yeah.
Mhm. Uh,
Actually, I wanted to know about this thing. Like Krishna says that Brahma will undergo these and these kind of cycles over period of time. Right? So then it comes a question like, who created Brahma? Then is Brahma also subject to the rules of nature? Is she also subject to the rules of karma or not? And if we say that Brahma is the creator, right? But if he himself gets destroyed, then who creates Brahma? Then who is the source material for everything?
It
yes,
is from the Nabi of Vishnu, right? If you remember.
yes. Vishnu is always there. He is the continuous existence that is creating Brahma, then eventually taking him back as well. So, in the sense that I believe Brahma actually does Nishkama karma. Why is he doing creation? Because that is his dharma. Because he is just acting out of dharma. He does not really gain anything by creating these lokas. And so he is not really like he does not amass any amount of punya or papa because he is always doing nishkama karma. That's what I think.
Okay. So, but then there should be a difference between Brahma and Indra and other Devatas, right?
Yes,
So, what?
Brahma makes all of these Prajapatis, right? Later on, he makes the Prajapatis and Kashyapa Prajapati, the Devatas and Rakshasas are all the sons of these Prajapatis.
Okay.
Yeah, Diti and Daityas from Kashyapa Munis.
Yes,
That's why
yes.
they are Deva.
Diti and Aditi are the wives, and from the Diti, Rakshasas are born, while yeah, from Aditi, the Devatas are born.
Mhm. Okay.
Uh, Anything else? Thank you very much. नमः धन्यवादाः
Can
सर्वं
we
श्री
just recite?
परमेश्वरार्पणमस्तु
Yeah. Can we recite that like Karacharana Krutam?
कायेन वाचा
Which one?
करचरणकृतं वाक्कायजं कर्मजं वा श्रवणनयनजं वा मानसं वा पराधं विहितमविहितं वा सर्वमेतत् क्षमस्व जय जय करुणाब्धे श्रीमहादेव शम्भो
Sarvam Krishna Arpanamastu.
सर्वं
धन्यवाद
Dhanyavadaha.
कृष्णार्पणमस्तु
कृष्ण
धन्यवादाः नमस्काराः
Namaskara.